Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well, watch I eat now. Like how you getting...
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double. 56. Check 56. He can't hang. He's not going to hit me. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Echo. Hey. He's mine.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo!
56. Max 56.
Go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Greystone, travel. Smooth. Go.
Throwing Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
High 7. Hey! Check. Shoot!
On second down, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
For the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Slam, slam, slam.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Touch Missy, touch Missy. Sponge, sponge, sponge. 12. Jam.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Wilson with the get.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Golden Tate. Now it's Tate. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be... Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
On first down, Jones. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Orbit. Go. 56.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, Delta. Check hot. Yes. 56. Ready.
On the ground, it's Harris. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Brings up third down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10.
General West. Switch. Hey, watch it. Get it.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
First down.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
54.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 49-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second and 4 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Don't get nervous. Go. He's checking crap. Shoot. Back. Hey, seam 6. 56.
Saquon Barkley running right. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at about the 32.
Zebra. You got tight right there.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, 0, 0, 0. SOS. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Switch. I'll go special. 51's the mark.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. O'Shane Zimenez drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Watch the twitch. 56, the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. Now. Pull it together. 5.
Back to throw. Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, switch gears. He's coming.
Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught at the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby! Hey, echo!
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Touch, 5, 9. 12. Watch the slant. Joker.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Janoris Jenkins on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. Check 31, check 31. Kill, kill, kill.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separate. In this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
QB's traps. Let's go. Hey. 24.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Clear. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Check 24.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Watch out, watch out. Go 14. Watch out. Hatchet. 14, got it.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
I got you. 36, 30. 40. Tighten up. Check 37. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's right. Good job right there. 250. 53. Watch the screen. Look, guys, 4 down. The screen. Tight dog. Check. Come on, that. Switch.
Now Wilson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Get in the weight room. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ready?
Jones throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down now, Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go. 15 line. Watch the run. The side, baby. 61. Matchbox lights. Smooth. Hey. 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Deep rip.
Jones now throwing on third and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare. Alert, 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 alert.
From the 17, Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Screen 80. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check, 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 check.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now Jones to throw on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check 53. Crunch time, defense. Whip. Alert. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 14. Safety's creeping. Showing it.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's our time. All go special. Check. Fresno. Listen. Check three.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. 11 yards there, first down.
It's a gain of 11. And that's good for our Seahawks. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch the safety creep. Check the back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine. No. Off.
Run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Check 53. I don't think you got it, son. Check 26. Check alert. Shit. Check safety.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Alec Ogletree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 65 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Next the score, Seahawks 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Army. 49, check 49, check 49.
They'll toss it to Petty. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
12. Check. Got it. Check.
Here's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 47-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Under 10, 10. Under crunch. Slam. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now Rashad Penny. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch it. Hey, Orbit. Go. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Back to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check. Hey, Delta. Mike forward. Hey, that's scared. Mike's 50. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man.
Right there. Go. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Come on now, let's go.
A gain on the play. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep.